Hey guys, Scare9 here, welcome back to my channel today, and because Guardian Games has just arrived, I'm doing a series breaking down my best builds for Titan, Hunter, and Warlocks in order to get you guys your laurels as quickly as possible, or at least what I consider to be as quickly as possible. We talked about the Titan builds earlier. Today, I think tomorrow, I'm gonna have my Warlock build out. I'm just trying to crunch through these things as quickly as possible so you guys can very efficiently farm out your medals and earn that Skyburner's Girth machine gun, because we all know at this point, no one really cares about Guardian Games, right? Like, it's just getting the machine gun and then stopping grinding bounties, right? Is that just me? Okay, whatever. Anyways, so let's talk about the Hunter. This build is a little bit more complex than the Titan build that we talked about earlier, but it's very familiar, or it should be very familiar to some of you guys, because it's a build that I've been running for a long time and has been a very fan favorite build for the rest of the community for a very, very long time. So just to save you time, if you know the Liar's Handshake combination blow Gambler's Dodge build, that's what we're doing. That is by far the best way I have found to get laurels. You can also do like middle tree gunslinger with Ophidia Spathe is pretty good. There's a lot of these infinite ability builds, but in my opinion, this is the most consistent, and so that's what we're going to be talking about. So for those of you who are new light players, or maybe you just don't know what this build is, it's pretty simple. It requires two main things. You need the Liar's Handshake exotics. These are open world exotics, so you can get them from pretty much anywhere. And then you also need to be using top tree Arcstrider. I lied, there's a third thing. You need to have Gambler's Dodge on as well. So this build has a lot of synergy between the exotic, your dodge, and your subclass, and it's very, very interesting. So the Liar's Handshake give you a perk called Cross Counter. So after you melee or get meleeed, your next melee heals you and does additional damage. That's huge. The subclass has a perk called Combination Blow that stacks up to ×3, where if you get a melee and you activate it, you do additional damage every single time you get a kill, as well as you will get health back. So you have two things that are buffing your melee damage as well as returning your health, making you pretty much unkillable if you're getting a consistent amount of melee kills. Then you need Gambler's Dodge, so anytime you dodge with Gambler's Dodge, you get your melee back. And then because Top Tree Arcstrider has a perk called Combat Flow, anytime you get a melee kill, you get your dodge back. So you're just in this infinite cycle of punch, dodge, punch, dodge, punch, dodge, and every time you do it, you're getting all your health back, and for the first 3 times you do it in a row, you are then doing additional damage as well. So you just get this crazy streak going where you're just meleeing, just like the Titan build. This one's a little bit more in depth, like I said, but every single kill is giving you laurels, and they're just flying from everywhere. And then whenever you get your supercharge, you can activate that and mow everything down. Once again, there's not really much you can add to this build. A 1-2 punch shotgun is nice for like bosses or majors or whatever, but honestly, this build does so much damage. There are very few encounters, unless you're going into like, the final boss of a strike or something, where you're not gonna just 1 or 2 hit anything in your path. It's a very, very, very powerful build. It's actually one of my go-tos for like nightfalls and stuff. It's an incredible build. I'm absolutely just a huge fan of it. But other than that, stats don't really matter that much. Recovery is nice to have, but you get health back on kills, so whatever. Mobility is nice. That could help here. Maybe, you're disciplined to get your grenades back faster, because that's the only thing that isn't really incorporated into the synergy of this build. So if you have grenades, then you can be getting additional laurels, but honestly, it's just going to be personal preference, and it does not matter that much. Discipline you don't need. Mobility, I guess like you technically don't need, because you're getting your dodge back, but it helps you be faster. So it's completely up to you what you run in terms of stats. Doesn't really matter. You just need Liar's Handshake, Top Tree Arcstrider, and Gambler's Dodge. And those are the 3 major components in order to farm yourself a metric shit ton of laurels for the Hunter. So let me know what your guys' favorite builds are down in the comment section. Like I said, pretty much if you go any more efficient than this, you're just kind of hitting a wall, and it's not really worth the delta. So if you have the ability to do this build, I would just do it. If you have another one that's good, maybe stick to it. But in my opinion, this is the best combination of being super incredibly powerful, unkillable, and just the maximum amount of efficient that you can be. So definitely a fan of it. So once again, let me know what you guys think about it down in the comment section below. If you did, make sure to leave a like rating and to share it with your friends. If you're interested in watching either of the 2 videos on screen, you can click their respective annotations to be taken to them. If you're brand new to my channel, make sure to hit the giant version of my logo on screen to be subscribed to more awesome Destiny 2 videos and live streams. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and I'll see you in my next video.